The U.S. Air Force plans to strengthen its fleet of B-1B Lancer strategic bombers by installing new external pylons in an effort to increase its heavy weapons carrying capacity, including hypersonic weapons. This move comes amid concerns over possible delays in the arrival of the new generation stealth aircraft, the B-21 Raider. In the recently released fiscal year 2026 budget proposal, the Air Force requested over $50 million in funding to support the External Heavy Stores Pylon program, referred to as a new initiative. Of the 62 B-1s that were once operational, only 42 remain active, a number that decreased after one aircraft crashed at Ellsworth Air Force Base in South Dakota last year. Despite this, the Air Force hopes to expand the fleet to 44 units next year. This program is designed to build on the success of the previously Congress-funded Hypersonic Integration program. That program demonstrated that the B-1 can carry up to 5,000 pounds of payload on a flexible modular pylon, Load Adaptable Modular Pylon, or LAM, and release test weapons from that configuration. Although the number of LAM pylons to be installed per aircraft has not been specified, the Air Force has tested 6 hardpoints previously designed to carry nuclear-tipped cruise missiles, a feature that has not been used since the post-Cold War decision to remove the B-1's nuclear capability. Now, one of those hardpoints is being utilized to carry the Advanced Sniper ATP targeting system. The LAM itself is the result of Boeing's development efforts, which began at least as early as 2023. The manufacturer claims the pylon can carry up to 7,500 pounds of payload, though the Air Force's maximum target capacity has not yet been confirmed. Some of the funds in the new budget proposal will be used for aerodynamic testing, both through computational fluid dynamics, CFD simulations, and wind tunnel testing. In addition, the Air Force is also planning to update the hardware design and wiring systems on the aircraft, as well as updating the software so that the B-1B system can recognize the pylon stations and weapons installed. With such a large payload capacity, the LAM pylon allows the B-1 to carry hypersonic weapons, such as the AGM-183, ARRW air-launched rapid response weapon. Although it was cancelled in 2023, the latest budget proposal indicates that the Air Force is considering resuming the procurement of the ARRW. To date, testing of the weapon has been conducted using the B-52 bomber. Meanwhile, other hypersonic programs like the HACM, Hypersonic Attack Cruise Missile, are also being developed and are expected to become part of the B-1B's arsenal in the future. Some reports indicate that, with a combination of internal and external space, a single B-1 aircraft could carry up to 31 hypersonic weapons. The enhancement of the B-1B Lancer's capabilities through the installation of external pylons is not only about increasing weapon-carrying capacity, but also reflects a shift in the U.S. Air Force's strategy in utilizing existing assets amid the transition to the next generation of bombers. Although originally designed as a high-speed nuclear bomber, the B-1B has transformed into a reliable conventional bomber in various military operations over the past 2 decades, from the Middle East to the Indo-Pacific. With its large payload capacity and extensive range, the B-1 remains a relevant platform, especially when paired with cutting-edge technology like hypersonic weapons. Defense analysts assess that this move is also a risk mitigation strategy. By extending the service life and enhancing the capabilities of the B-1B, the Air Force can avoid a potential bomber force gap if the development and production of the B-21 Raider encounter obstacles. The B-21, positioned as the backbone of the U.S. bomber fleet of the future, is scheduled to conduct further test flights in the coming years. Modernizing the B-1B is not merely about extending the aircraft's lifespan, but part of an adaptive approach to address an evolving threat environment, said an Air Force official who requested anonymity. Hypersonic weapons and technological leaps. Both ARRW and HACM represent significant leaps in U.S. long-range strike capabilities. ARRW, for example, is designed to launch non-powered hypersonic gliders from the air, a capability claimed to be able to penetrate advanced enemy defense systems at speeds exceeding Mach 5. Meanwhile, the HACM has the advantage of being a high-speed cruise missile that uses a scramjet engine, enabling greater range and operational flexibility. If both programs are successful, the B-1B will become one of the few platforms capable of deploying various types of hypersonic weapons, both internally and externally. According to Air Force documents, the combination of the B-1B with the LAM Pylon configuration and hypersonic weaponry will significantly increase the volume of fire in a short period of time from long distances, a capability deemed crucial in future high-intensity conflicts, particularly in the Indo-Pacific region. Overall, the modernization of the B-1B Lancer symbolizes how the U.S. Air Force is adapting amid global challenges and time constraints. By enhancing Cold War-era bombers through the installation of external pylons and the integration of hypersonic weapons, the U.S. military demonstrates a strategic approach to maintaining superiority without waiting for the full readiness of new-generation aircraft like the B-21 Raider. The LAM Pylon is not merely an additional device, but a transformative key unlocking the B-1B's new potential as a platform for launching high-speed, high-power weapons. This step extends the relevance of the aging bomber in a modern warfare landscape, increasingly reliant on speed, long-range firepower, and instant responses to threats. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the future, including the sustainability of the ARRW, the B-21 schedule, and advancements in hypersonic weapons, the Air Force has established a fast-track approach to ensure America remains one step ahead. And in that strategy, the B-1B Lancer once again takes center stage.